I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis.
With Loga, fishing over. You were being one less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie.
Hello my ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a girl, I'm aka Miss Fear Focal, praying back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love it. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at boldly Owamie, okay? Now my ninjas, I always ask you guys, if you want to support me, please just follow me on Instagram, guys, and like the posts. You know, you're supporting me basically, okay? So my ninjas, this one is quite a tricky one. You guys know I butcher South African surnames, names all the time. There are some people that always say that, you know, oh, I mean, just need to do your research, you know, and obviously those are people that can't even pronounce my surname, which is Nechwa Jauru. So I'd like to hear you try. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and give a disclaimer. This video, you guys, like, I don't even know how to say this. I personally just feel like being a South African is very hard. And it's hard in terms of you can see any injustice happening, you can see anything that is horrible being done by someone that was not a South African born, and if you dare say anything about it, then you're labeled xenophobic. And I feel like that is a very, very painful situation for us, just because of, you know, we are tried to be so limited and so, you know, shut down because of the word, oh, you know, you're being xenophobic. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this, you guys, like, my name is Owamie. I love everybody, okay? I love everybody. As long as you're not here in South Africa to steal, as long as you're not here in South Africa to just do anything that is obviously like just injustice stuff, like, I legit don't have a problem with you. Like, you know, let's live, you know, let's live. But when it comes to certain things, you guys, I personally just feel like, do we not need to talk about this, Shibobum, okay? So there's something that happened. There's a new member of parliament here in South Africa, and obviously this new member is in the ANC. Now, my ninjas, I will not lie. As I said, I butcher South African surnames and names and stuff like that. It's not even a matter of I butcher them. It's just a matter of the Muvenda Vembukwana Sara. And so, there are certain surnames and words that I can't really pronounce because they are not pronounced the way that they are written. Now, we'll go ahead and say this. You guys know that Huawei is a brand from China. And when you read or look at it, it's written Hawaii. Like, you know, and you'd ask yourself, how does it move from Hawaii to Huawei? And so I'm going to try my best to pronounce her name and surname. So I think her name and surname is Dr. Shome Hava. I don't know if, like, you know, and so I really honestly do not know. I think I'm going to just say it once more and I'm not going to mention her name again. I think it's Shome Hava. I think so. So I'm going to go ahead and just call it the doctor, right? And that is simply because I don't want it to insult anybody or come off as insultive, because I tried my best to pronounce it in a way that I thought that maybe how it's pronounced. But anyway, my ninjas, she is the new member of parliament. Now, obviously, in case you missed it, yes, she is Chinese and she is born in China, allegedly. I'm going to go ahead and say allegedly, because you might find them saying that, no, she was actually born in America. She grew up in China and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and say allegedly she was born in China, and obviously she's Chinese. And so she's been sworn in, okay? It's the new member of parliament. Apparently, they're saying that she replaced Jackson Tembu's position, who you all know. Would you like to start a new YouTube channel, but you have no idea where to start? Or you already have one, but it's not going well, and you wish you could get someone give you some personal advice? Well, who better than someone with over 100,000 subscribers? I'm giving those services for a small fee, of course. The details will be on the screen somewhere here, so make sure that you follow them and say hello to a new successful YouTube channel. Now, let's go back to the video chat. Passed, may his soul rest in peace. He also had his own scandal where his wife was allowed to actually go to the funeral, if I'm not too mistaken. And mind you guys, rumor has it that it was actually Corona that claimed his life. And so there were people that were saying that, it's injustice. We are not even allowed to see our family members and stuff like that. Which do I agree? Of course, people are actually making a point. I do not care if you're a member of parliament. If there's a rule for this country, you and your family is going to follow through. Now, she has replaced, guys, and I did see some people actually saying that it's quite suspicious that he dies from from this disease that allegedly originated from China. And I'm gonna go ahead and just say allegedly, but we all know Shibubu. And then his position is now filled by Chinese. Some people are like, well, do you know they're spies? Honestly, guys, I don't think that is that bad. But anyway, she is apparently a South African and she has citizenship here in South Africa, and she's been a member of the ANC. Now, I did see someone come to a defense, you guys, because at this moment, they are actually trending to say that South Africa rejects her as member of the parliament. So somebody said she's South African and an ANC member of good standing. Race should not matter. Now, somebody then went ahead and said, that's where you got it wrong. Please visit the documentaries of Asia and see how race matters in their country. I don't know why I shouted, but I just sounded like a freaking priest. There is nothing wrong with them joining and staying in our country, but to lead us, clearly we did not let anything from the past injustice. We're a lost generation. Are we a lost generation? Absolutely, yes. Honestly, you guys, like the way pictures of people basically putting out, I also tried to pull out in Chinese parliament. Do they have South Africans there leading the people? Don't worry, I'll wait. Because trust me, you're going to have to do a lot of digging. I digged and digged, girl. I did not see a single picture of a South African black human being there in parliament or China. So if it is not a norm, or if it is not something that China is actually putting and saying like, yeah, we're going to have black South Africans leaders and be members of parliament, what is it acceptable in South Africa? That's the question I have. For me personally, I do not have any problem with it. I do not know. I'm sure maybe she has done a lot of work. I personally just feel like South Africa should follow what other countries are also doing. So if you're from China and your Chinese country has got South Africans in its parliament, then girl, go ahead and lead us into the future, girl. I'm sure that will even include Chinese, which I don't know. Like, I don't want to come off as insultive because honestly, I don't know about their culture. I'm sure it's not just one language they speak over there. So maybe, one of those languages can even be, added into the official languages in Mzansi. But if your own country is not doing that, why should our country do that and we be okay with it? And my biggest question is that who was consulted before this decision was actually taken? Shbubu, I gotta include that. Who? Hey, Owamie here, and I have some great news. If you have a YouTube channel or a business and you would like to get some affordable advertisement, I offer those services. Follow the instructions on your screen right now and say hello to some new traffic. Now let's get back to the video. Honestly, you guys, for me personally, I just feel like our government is a joke. Our government is a horrible joke, Shibubu, okay? And at this moment, our hands are tied because if you don't vote for ANC, which other one are you going to vote for? And that's why I don't get into politics. Just because it gets me pissed, there's not really much you can do. Unless if, there's a new organization that can just arise that is of young people with sound minds. Because I know there are people that are going to be like the EFF. We love the EFF, Shibubu, okay? But in my personal opinion, the EFF is best just keeping the ANC and those old folks on their toes. And if you go to parliament, obviously it's a joke. Y'all need to watch the next parliament session if Doctor is gonna be there. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, the EFF will be out the gun blazing. Like, it has turned into a joke. Please tell me, when last did you ever listen and honestly be like, yeah, when I got out of this parliament, whatever that was there, the debate and whatever the speech is, I learned this and this and this. We don't watch that tender to hear what those old people have to say because even they themselves mostly are sleeping. Have you never seen it? What they do basically here, like, okay, what joke is Malima going to crack today? What joke is the EFF going to say today? And now we're out there busy watching a sitcom, laughing our butts out whilst this country is being flushed down the toilet. I honestly just have to say, if we don't have black South Africans in Chinese parliament, then anybody Chinese have got no business being in parliament in our country. That's my personal opinion. Do to them what they do unto you. Love them if they love you, and I'm sure they love us. And so would love to just also love them on the side, the same way that they love us on the side. And our people are not there. Now, I'm not saying that there's no South African there. I looked at the pictures, okay? I didn't see one. I didn't come across any picture where there was like a black South African there. And so obviously, people are actually saying a lot about it. They're saying that they reject her. Then said this moment is just proving to just, they think we're a joke, number one. I mean, legit. They did not think this was going to happen. We're going to let it slide like that. Now, of course, this is Twitter Chende that is basically going down. And Twitter can be spoken to say that it's very hateful. I do agree at times. Not at times, all the time. They can be very hateful, you guys. And that's why for the longest time I was not on Twitter, just because I felt like, I wanted to build my brand out of merit. Now, even when I go to Twitter and they trend me for nonsense, shbubu, we've already passed that 100,000 mark. Do you see the plague? We made it without ever trending on Twitter. And so when we finally do trend and get more subscribers, we'll know that, we had already worked for our brand. Do you get what I'm saying? But honestly, for me, when it comes to this particular situation, no. If I had a choice, no, I was not going to have somebody from China as member of the parliament. I'm definitely sure that there are a lot of South Africans who were born in South Africa, black or white, blue or pink, green or yellow, that can take the position and do it well. If they feel that, she's just that much of a value, then they can basically say that, she can work hand in hand with whoever that's going to be there. Do you understand what I'm saying? But for them to have somebody from China come lead us when people from our country are not leading China people, I don't know, like Chinese. And honestly, I don't even want to lie. This type of videos and this type of actions are very painful as a South African. Because if you dare say anything, you're immediately labeled as xenophobic. And no, we're not. We're not xenophobic. We're simply asking, show us a South African that is in the Chinese parliament, and then we'll also be fine with somebody from China being in our parliament. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so, I think that at times as South Africans, they need to give us a break, and they need to legit listen to us and what we're saying without having to label us as xenophobic and all that stuff, because it's really hard out here, you guys. Now, the last tweet that I'm going to go ahead and read for you guys is from Commander Cobra, who said that SA rejects Xiaomei, however, I don't know, you guys. And this person said, having Chinese as member of parliament in parliament, okay, so this person doesn't understand what MP stands for, but that's why I will forgive you, is such an insult to our democracy. And so, with that people running emoji, it's honestly rough. Go rough out there, you guys. I want to hear you guys' opinion when it comes to this particular situation. What do you guys think? Like, looking at it, do you stand and obviously feel that, she is a South African, even though she was born in China allegedly, and she's Chinese, for her to be a member of parliament, when we have so many blacks out here in South Africa that I'm sure definitely want that seat? Go ahead and voice your opinions in the comment section down below. And honestly, you guys, please understand that I don't want people that are xenophobic. Like, don't say xenophobic things, because I feel like at times, when you say certain things and they are xenophobic, then you basically kill the momentum, So, and please don't label people as xenophobic if they are simply just voicing out their opinion of the matter and they're not personally attacking anybody. We love her, but we don't want her as part of parliament, honey. A member of parliament. That's my opinion, and obviously a lot of people on Twitter, because that hashtag was trending #1. So anyway, I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share, and I will see you guys in my next upload.